What if I told you this Mario game feels wrong on purpose? Not broken, not unfinished, different. Super Mario Sunshine is the most divisive Mario game ever made. And today, we're finally answering why. No intro logos, no music swell, just raw gameplay, Mario landing in Il Delfino, bright sun, ocean waves, too perfect, and then he gets arrested. Yeah, Mario in handcuffs. That alone tells you everything you need to know. This isn't a normal Mario game. Released in 2002, Super Mario Sunshine had an impossible job. It followed Super Mario 64, the game that literally rewrote 3D gaming. So, instead of copying it, Nintendo swerved. They dropped Mario into a vacation island filled with warm colors, smiling NPCs, chill music. But something's off. There's graffiti everywhere. The locals blame you. And a shadow version of Mario is running loose. Sunshine looks happy, but it feels tense. That contrast, it's intentional. Enter FLUDD, a talking water backpack that cleans graffiti, lets you hover, changes how Mario moves. And this is where the fan base splits. Some people say FLUDD makes the game slower, removes challenge, holds your hand. Others say it adds insane movement depth, encourages creativity, makes Sunshine feel alive. Here's the truth. FLUDD doesn't replace Mario's movement. It demands mastery. You're not just jumping anymore. You're managing momentum, controlling airtime, making split-second decisions. Sunshine doesn't forgive sloppy play. Let's talk about why Sunshine feels different. Most Mario games are tight, predictable. Perfectly tuned Sunshine? It's loose. Camera fights you. Physics surprise you. Platforms feel slippery. And that frustrates players, especially first-timers. But here's the thing. Sunshine rewards confidence, not caution. If you hesitate, you fall. If you commit, the game sings. It's not a casual platformer. It's a movement sandbox. This is where opinions explode. Some Shine Sprites are brilliant, open-ended, creative others. Escort missions, timed challenges, the infamous pachinko machine. Sunshine doesn't always respect your time. And yes, some levels are straight up unfair. But unfair doesn't mean unintentional. Nintendo was experimenting, removing safety nets, testing player skill, letting failure happen. Sunshine is messy because it's bold. Then it happens. FLUDD is taken away. No hover, no saves, no mercy. Suddenly, you're playing pure Mario again, and it's brutal. These sections prove something important. Nintendo knew Sunshine was hard. They weren't babying players. They were challenging them. And this is where Sunshine earns its respect. So why does Super Mario Sunshine feel so controversial? Is it unfinished, misunderstood, or secretly one of Mario's most ambitious games? Don't leave yet. Trust me, this game has way more to say than you remember. Il Delfino, a world that feels alive. One thing Super Mario Sunshine absolutely nails is world cohesion. Il Delfino doesn't feel like disconnected levels. It feels like a real place. Each area connects back to Delfino Plaza. The same NPCs, the same story as you clean the island, people notice. The environment changes, the world reacts. That was rare in 2002. Most games back then treated levels like boxes. Sunshine treats Il Delfino like a home. one that's been damaged and needs fixing. And that gives the game a weird emotional weight for a Mario title. You're not just collecting shines. You're restoring something. Visuals and art style. Why Sunshine aged so well? Graphically, Sunshine has aged shockingly well. The bright colours, the thick outlines, the tropical lighting, the reflections in the water. Nintendo leaned hard into stylization, not realism. And that's why it still works today. Even now, Sunshine looks cleaner than many PS2 games. More readable than some modern platformers. The island feels warm. The sun feels intense. The water feels refreshing. It's a Mario game where the environment itself is the star. Let's talk music. Super Mario Sunshine's soundtrack is jazzy, laid back and almost lonely. There's a lot of bongos, steel drums, soft melodies. It doesn't scream adventure. It drifts, and that's intentional. This is a vacation gone wrong. The music isn't hyping you up. It's reminding you where you are. Even Delfino Plaza's theme changes as you progress, subtly reflecting your impact on the island. That level of detail adds more than people realize. Instead of Bowser terrorizing the land, Sunshine gives us Shadow Mario. He doesn't talk. He doesn't fight you directly. He just runs. And runs and runs. Chasing Shadow Mario through levels turns Mario into the pursuer instead of the hero reacting to danger. It flips the dynamic. You're frustrated. You're angry. You want answers. And when the truth is revealed later in the game, it reframes everything you've been doing. Shadow Mario isn't just a villain. He's a symbol of loss of control. The same theme baked into the gameplay. Now here's where Sunshine starts dividing fans. The difficulty is inconsistent. Some shines are relaxing and creative. Others feel like Nintendo said, good luck. Sudden camera angles, tight platforming sections, unclear objectives, physics that punish hesitation. This is where new players bounce off. Sunshine doesn't always teach you properly. It assumes you'll figure it out. For confident players, that's exciting. For others, it feels unfair. And this is why Sunshine is remembered as hard. Not because it's constantly difficult, but because its hardest moments come unexpectedly. We can't avoid it. Blue coins, hundreds of them, hidden everywhere. Some tied to obscure actions, some you can permanently miss. And the worst part, the game doesn't track them clearly. If you're going for 100% completion, Sunshine becomes a checklist nightmare. This single design choice alone has probably stopped thousands of players from ever finishing the game fully. It's ambitious, but messy. Super Mario Sunshine expects something different from you. It expects you to experiment, fail, learn through repetition, take responsibility for mistakes. It's not hand-holdy. It's not gentle. It's not always fair, but it's honest. Sunshine doesn't pretend to be perfect. And maybe that's why it sticks with people. Even with all its flaws, Sunshine laid groundwork for future Mario games. Movement, freedom, open-ended objectives, living worlds. You can see Sunshine's DNA in Odyssey Galaxy. Even Bowser's Fury Nintendo learned from Sunshine. Both what worked and what didn't. So after all the shines collected, after the frustration, after the falls, the missed jumps, the blue coins, the moments where you almost quit, what is Super Mario Sunshine really? It's not the cleanest Mario game. It's not the most polished. And it's definitely not the safest. But that's exactly why it still gets talked about. Sunshine is a game that took a risk. Nintendo could have made Super Mario 64 again. They could have played it safe. Instead, they handed Mario a water jet, dropped him in a living world, and said, "Figure it out." And sometimes it worked beautifully. Other times it didn't. But every mistake is visible. Every success feels earned. Sunshine doesn't hide its flaws. And that honesty is rare. So after all the shines collected, after the frustration, after the falls, the missed jumps, the blue coins, the moments where you almost quit, what is Super Mario Sunshine really? It's not the cleanest Mario game. It's not the most polished. And it's definitely not the safest. But that's exactly why it still gets talked about. Sunshine is a game that took a risk. Every success feels earned. Sunshine doesn't hide its flaws. And that honesty is rare. Nintendo doesn't celebrate Sunshine the way it celebrates other Mario games. It rarely gets remade. It's treated cautiously. Even Nintendo knows it's different. Sunshine represents a moment when Nintendo experimented and maybe scared itself a little. Not every idea landed, not every system was refined. But that experimentation paved the way for future masterpieces. Without Sunshine, there is no Mario Odyssey. There is no Bowser's Fury. There is no Mario pushing boundaries. Sunshine walked so other Mario games could run. Is Sunshine underrated or properly criticized? The truth? It's both. Sunshine deserves criticism for poor blue coin tracking, inconsistent difficulty camera issues, occasional unfair design, but it also deserves credit for movement freedom, world-building visual identity, emotional tone. It tried to be more than just a platformer. And that ambition still matters. Final verdict. Super Mario Sunshine isn't for everyone, but for those who connect with it, it becomes unforgettable. It's messy, it's ambitious, it's frustrating, it's beautiful. And whether you love it or hate it, you feel something when you play it. And that's more than most games ever achieve. If you've played Super Mario Sunshine, I want to know, did you love it? Did you hate it? Or did it grow on you over time? Drop your experience in the comments. I genuinely want to read them. And if you enjoy deep dives into games that take risks, the good and the bad, you'll probably enjoy what's coming next. Thanks for watching.